And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Season 7, Episode 11. It rhymes. Anyway, spoiler alert if you have not seen this episode because, a lot of things happened. Okay, so we all know that the Legends have been trying to get back the Wave Rider ever since Psycho Gideon decided to take over and make clone robots of the Legends and try to get rid of them out of existence. So the team, being in World War One era, they decided to lure the fake Legends, as you will, to their location, so that way they can pretend that they changed World War One only to have the fake Legends show up, so that way they can try to get back into the Wave Rider and shut down the evil Gideon for good, and also take out each member of the so-called fake robot Legends. And it actually kind of worked in a way. So we had the team literally go one by one, picking off each member of the team, taking one out, replacing them with one of the real Legends, and yada yada yada. They did the same thing over and over and over again until they got to Zari. She shows up. She goes in there because she's supposed to be the tech person and the one who's also kind of controls the Gideon. So she had to get rid of her to get in there and shut down Gideon from the inside, which she did by basically pulling the cord, if you will. They finally got the Wave Rider back, and unfortunately, things happen where, you think the Legends have won, but if you know anything about machines and AIs taking over planets or whatever it is, especially if you've seen Terminator, it's not easy to get rid of a robot. It's not very easy. They always got backup plans, backup software, or whatever it is. And yeah, even the Legends had, a couple moments where they weren't sure if they were going to be able to do it. Plus, Sarah, she had to make a pact where she made with Erebot Thawne, who is now dead, and now she had to take care of the timeline, make sure the World War One timeline stays intact. And of course, Nate found out. He got to a point where he's like, okay, let me handle this, let me fix this for you. He ended up doing that, getting the fake Robo Nate to be the one to take over for her, and he did. Kind of suckered him in, if you will. So that was pretty cool seeing that. We got to see Astra have some feelings towards the good Gideon, because she kind of created her when she gave her body. So she kind of had like a motherly feeling to her when she got shot, because, the Legends were getting ambushed in the beginning of the episode, along with the other time people that were there at that bar. So some of them died, some of them just left. And, yeah. So that was pretty interesting. And of course, the ending pretty much reveals why when you watch a movie or a TV show that has anything to do with AIs taking over, you never assume that they are completely destroyed, even if you pull the plug, because they all eventually come back. And it kind of suggested it did, in a way, because Gideon was walking back to celebrate with the Legends, and some robot alien shows up, shoots Gideon in the back, and they both crash at the same time on the floor. So that means maybe Gideon took over that robot's mind to get into Gideon, so that way she could take over Gideon's body. That's just a guess. I'm not really sure. The trailer suggests for next week's episode that Gideon's still alive. I'm presuming that the evil Gideon is now in the good Gideon's body, because she has a human body now. So now the Legends are going to have an ultimatum, if you will. But we have to wait and see what happens with that next week. Oh, sorry, in 2 weeks, because it's taking a break as well. I think it's because of the Olympics, but I'm not really sure why. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, good episode. Once again, I enjoyed it. I'm actually liking this season a lot, because it really shows, what will the Legends do to keep the timeline intact, but also fight their worst enemies. The one computer that's always been in their side throughout the whole time. But what happens when that goes into kind of chaotic and they don't know what to do? So, it brings a very big question. Can the Legends stop Gideon or bring her back to the good side, if you will? But only time will tell. So leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much and have a good night.